Welcome back to another episode of Across the Bifrost. This is the home stretch of the X-Men starter box, which still hasn't... Yeah, I think so. You've made it along with us here, people. So congratulations to you as much as to us. When this drops, perhaps there might even be a box to be had in the UK. Who knows?
Hopefully, yeah. If there is one, I'm trying my best to get hold of one. I'm even paying extra for it right now to get it from America. I'm going to try and get hold of it, and then I'll put it straight on our Patreon, and we'll give it away. As this is the last episode of the starter set, if that's going to happen, then it'll be on Patreon now, basically. So if you sign up to our Patreon, you get a chance to win the X-Men starter set. The best value box in all of MCP, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, as of this recording, which is way earlier than people are going to hear this, but nonetheless, I still, there's a run on the new Sentinels box here in the UK. I can't get a hold of one. Me.
Can't get a hold of him.
Dr. Norbert.
Me? Yeah. AMG won't return our emails anymore.
No.
Do we call them out on this podcast now? We've been ghosted by AMG for a long time.
No, we have some fans that listen to the show, so AMG. So,
to be fair, actually, we should say it's not AMG. Asmodee.
Asmodee. Yeah, Asmodee.
AMG are actually pretty great for us, but Asmodee are what helps us because we're in the UK and they don't care about us. No, so we do our best. We do our best.
But it doesn't seem like anybody's I mean, a lot of people were able to pre-order it, but a whole bunch have not. I tried to pre-order it about 3 weeks ahead of time, and that apparently was too close. It's all sold out. Have you got yours on order?
No, I don't. I basically wait until everyone starts getting them, and then I get hold of them to make sure I don't get like the stress of pre-ordering and then they don't arrive. But yeah, no, I mean it's just a thing, isn't it? It's this world that we live in now. I think boxes don't always land on time, and that's just part of it. There's so many characters that are out there, and like as you know, we go back to old characters on this podcast because we think that you've probably got some characters on your shelf that you'd have a lot of fun playing with already. And we want to give every character some love if we can. If it was up to us, we'd record an episode for every character in the game.
Yeah. Look, honestly, it's not a problem for me in the long run. It just, you know what it is I've gotten PTSD from the pandemic days. Honestly, that's what it is. Where if you didn't get the box when it first came out, there'd be years before you could see that box again.
Oh, really? You can't see it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not great those days, and for reasons everybody can understand. But I don't know, it's sort of gotten me now all funny.
Worried about it. Well, it's a good time to be a Star Wars Legion fan. They're getting everything they want, and you are a Star Wars Legion fan. So hey, who knows? By the time this episode comes out, maybe we'll be a Star Wars Legion podcast.
All right, let us take this baby home. I'm so excited to be here with you for this. This is a long time in coming, but we did it, and we're excited. And so let's get into these last two characters. It'll be Sabretooth and Toad with their associated cards. And again, this is recorded before the June update. I expect maybe Sabretooth getting some love. Not Toad, but Sabretooth. So this could be a little bit different as you're hearing it. So keep that in mind. Should we just get into it? You ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm panicking. I wanted to quickly caveat my lore for this episode. The reason I was just silent then is because I'm panicking. Because as I was looking up the lore for the episode, my PC monitor slid off the desk and cracked and broke. So I had to quickly buy another monitor. I think it's Magneto. I think you can see me looking into his like Brotherhood files, and he was like, "Nah, let's break that monitor." So my lore is a little bit limited for today because I had to panic put it together. But yes, let's give it a go.
I'm sorry that happened to you. You're remarkably relaxed about things.
Yeah, things are things, right? I'm feeling pretty like Buddhist about it all.
Good for you.
It's just material things. It's all good.
All right, so look, let's get right into it. His name is Victor Creed, and he's got some connection with Logan that I actually don't understand, aside from just were they like buddies in the Weapon X program? Is that what it was? Were they roommates?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm going off the film version, obviously. Everybody knows one of the best openings to any superhero film is the start of, is it the Wolverine? The first, no, not the Wolverine, that's the second one. Those films are named confusingly. Wolverine's first solo movie starts with him and Victor Creed through like all the wars that they fought in. Have you seen this? You know what I'm talking about?
No, it's not ringing a bell.
That is worth looking up on YouTube. But because they both have healing factors, so they have similar powers, and they can like live a long time, and they've been through all these wars and stuff. And yeah, it's a really cool opening scene. So in that setting, they are kind of wartime buddies. I'm not sure what the thing is in the comics. I just know that they both went through the Weapon X program at the same time because they have the same powers. So.
Yeah, but somehow, so who's stronger though? Like somehow I feel like Sabretooth is inferior to Wolverine.
I don't know, because Wolverine's short, right? He's canonically a short king. and Sabretooth famously calls him Runt all the time. So I actually think Wolverine's weaker, if I had to guess.
Really?
But stronger in heart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's got the power of friendship behind him.
Every time I look at it, I'm conflicted because sometimes it seems like Sabretooth is stronger, but then you look at some of his stats even here and he doesn't seem as strong as Wolverine, so I'm just not sure.
Yeah, well, there's this whole thing about Sabretooth he's like, because they're both feral, right? Wolverine gets a bit feral. Yeah. The whole thing is that Sabretooth doesn't care about controlling that side of himself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wolverine does. He doesn't want to be feral all the time. Sabretooth's like, let it rip, I don't care. So I guess from that point of view, if he's not stronger, he's definitely more brutal than Wolverine.
Got it.
There's a whole thing about how he attacks Wolverine every year on his birthday. So that's the thing as well.
That's amazing.
So they've got a lot of history.
So where's Victor Creed from?
I don't know. Where do you think?
I don't know. It's for me, Apollo Creed. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, where's he from?
Was he a Philadelphia fighter next to Rocky? I'm not sure. Maybe. He was supposed to come from Apollo Creed.
Victor Creed is from Alberta, Canada.
Oh, yes. Actually, I did know that. Right? Yeah. Isn't there a X program in Canada or some sort of comic book of X people set in Canada?
Alpha Flight.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like the Canadian superhero team.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a mutant team.
I don't know. Are they mutants? I don't think so. I think there might be a mutant on the team. They're like the Canadian Avengers, and they're hilarious.
Okay.
Because they've got Sasquatch in them.
Oh, yeah, Sasquatch. Of course. Wow. These bring back such good memories.
There's Puck as well, who's supposed to be like a hockey puck. Little
Miss Puck? Oh, there's a new two threat. Where's AMG on that?
Puck. No, show some respect on Puck. He's at least a 4th threat. He's just like a little dude. He's a bit like Beast, but smaller and more aggressive. Yeah.
Do they have one of those stones that you can on ice that you push around? Is that one of their heroes?
That's a puck. That's what that is. That's what that joke is.
No, I'm talking about it's curling. The curling stone.
Oh, curling. Is that a Canadian thing?
Yeah, the equivalent of a Canadian blob would be a curling stone.
It gets pushed around. Curling was first recognized in Scotland, actually.
Oh, man. Is this another export from the British Empire? Look at this.
Don't take it away from Scotland, all right? It's apparently
it's Scottish along with golf and what else? Kilts?
Yeah. Oh, okay, hang on. Now I might be annoying Canadians. Oh, it comes from everywhere. Why are we talking about curling? Stop getting me off topic. Someone yesterday said, I really like your podcast.
I'm just a great conversationalist.
They were like, I love your podcast, but Norbert's getting too comfy. That's what they said to me yesterday. They were like, he starts talking about random music that he wants to recommend you instead of MCP. So let's get back on topic. Sabretooth. He's got healing factor, and he's like a bad version of Wolverine, basically.
Oh, you mean bad in terms of ethical outlook.
Yeah.
But so Victor Creed, he's Canadian. All right, cool. Yes, and so he got recruited into the Weapon X program eventually. Did they abuse him like they did Wolverine?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I don't think he doesn't have an adamantium skeleton though, but he's got claws. So I think he has adamantium claws. I don't know why he got different treatment.
Yeah, exactly. That's so because all he has is the claws, right? I mean, as far as the adamantium part of.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an aficionado on all of the Weapon X's, even though I listed all of them a while back in an episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently nowadays he has adamantium claws. So it's the comic books thing where, yes, the answer is yes to everything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, amazing. And now he's got 2 different characters in the game. This is the OG version of it. So let's talk about him because he's a 4th threat. He is in the Brotherhood of Mutants, but he's also, look at this guy, he gets around Cabal, Servants of the Apocalypse, and X-Force.
Nice. I know he's in X-Force. That's cool.
Yeah, wild. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I've never seen him. I barely see him. Where have you seen him mostly?
I've seen him on my table when Apocalypse first came out.
Yeah.
And I thought he was a pretty cool war until I realized that magic is the only war you ever need.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I very rarely see him. He is much maligned. Is that the word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see if the glow up helps him in June if he gets one. But okay, so he's a 4th threat. His stats are 3, 3, and 3, physical, energy, and mystic. And he's got 6 hit points on the front side, 6 on the back side, and he's size 3. So he's a big boy, like you were mentioning. I think one of the wonderful things about him is that he's a long mover, though.
People say that, right, all the time. They're like, oh, you're using Sabretooth? Why? Well, he's a long mover. Mm-hmm. People love long movers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of the end of it, sadly. But some people swear by him, though. If they get him to work somehow.
I mean, his kit is interesting. We'll get into it. But yeah, I mean, 333 with 6 health. I think you're right to predict that he'll get more stamina. I think we'll see him like a 7/7. I think. Still kind of rough because he's got just 333 is not great.
Do you think in the modern age these stats would indicate this guy's more of a 3 threat, or is that too powerful for a 3 threat?
I think the rest of his kit is too powerful for a 3 threat.
Sure.
This defensive stat line is definitely 3 threat land. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
If he's 7/7, less so. But yeah, the defenses just aren't good enough. You're not getting very far there. He's even going to take collision damage.
Yeah.
Like 3 defense dice, he's still going to take a bit of collision damage. So, I don't know. Maybe he's a glass cannon. Let's see how hard he can hit.
Okay, so he's got 2 attacks. The first one is a physical one called Claw Slash. It is range 2, 5 dice. Doesn't cost anything because it's his builder, where he gets power equal to the damage dealt. It does come with fun triggers. Both of them are wild triggers. The first one is Bleed. After the attack is resolved, the defender gets Bleed. And also Wild Pierce, where you change one of the successes of the defender into a blank. That's not bad.
Why do you say that's not bad? Because normally you would say, oh, that's a mutant attack.
Yeah, it's because it's got Pierce. Pierce is good.
Oh, yeah, Pierce is good. Wild Pierce is good. And Pierce and Bleed on a wild is great.
Yeah, you get everything.
That's really fun. Yeah.
The problem is it's, of course, a wild. If those were hits, maybe people would like them better. It's also range 2,
Yeah.
I mean, all these in the old days were fine. Everything, this was actually just normal. Range 2 and a wild triggers.
Now you're running into like Shang-Chi's. It's like, your Pierce doesn't work because they count blanks. It's range 2, but his long move helps with that. But like, I love X23, right? And she has this exact attack. I don't think she gives Bleed out on the builder, but it's good. You push damage through.
She gets a reroll.
That's a good point. Yeah. That is. She does have a better attack than this. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, yeah, it's fine.
I saw where you're going, but yeah.
I was trying. I was trying to across the Bifrost it and make it sound positive.
But I mean, look. Honestly, it's not the worst attack. It's actually quite nice and everything. Yeah. It's just the kind of the game around it's changed. His spender is called Savage Predator. It's another physical attack. This one costs 4, so a little bit on the pricey side. Another range 2 attack, 7 dice. He's got a trigger, which is a wild and a hit trigger called Finisher. After the attack is resolved, this character make a Claw Slash attack, which is the builder I just described. And this character may reroll any number of attack dice during that attack. So this is the rough part about this. You got to, again, it's a little pricey. The dice are respectable, but it's range 2. And the really clincher, though, is this trigger for Finisher is really rough.
Yeah, I hate dice maths, but I knew you were going to ask me about this. So I jumped ahead.
Yeah.
It's actually 57% to get that trigger.
Is it? Okay.
Isn't the worst, actually, right?
Sure.
But you're paying 4 power. That's a lot of power.
Yeah,
right,
for maybe.
Yeah, and it's a range 2. Like, I don't know. I think the whole 373 thing that we use to judge all these attacks by, I think this falls under the curve a little bit. Range 2 is punishing, 4 power is punishing, and then you don't always get that trigger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not great. If you pull it off, great. But
I mean, making the Claw Slash attack with any number of rerolls, that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah,
and it's at the same range, so you're definitely going to be able to do the Claw Slash if you're doing the Savage Predator. Yeah. It just seems rough. Although 57% is higher than I would have expected.
Yeah, and throw a reroll in there, right? He's in X-Force, he's in Cabal. Cabal can have the Skulls or Crits thing. If he has access to rerolls, it starts to look a lot better. I'm just looking up the exact maths. 64%, that's basically every time, right? That's how that works.
64% of the time. It
works every time.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's fine. The range just seems a bit punishing here, And then if anything happens, like a fallback, it just turns it off.
Yes, right.
Which is a shame. So, it's dicey.
Yeah. All right, maybe his superpower is pull him out of this morass that we've put him in.
Yeah, can we jump to the bottom one, please?
Yeah, sure. Healing factor.
No, not that one. Go up one.
It's called Aggressive, which is a really key thing on him. It's a superpower called Aggressive. After an attack targeting this character is resolved, if this character suffered damage, it may advance towards the attacker short. Yeah. So this is fantastic. This makes a lot of sense, provided people are attacking him before he has activated. So you you have to either put him in a untenable situation that they have to attack him, or you have to hope that they will, and smart players are just not going to.
Yeah, I mean, getting back on the point is also useful for points, right? And it makes him a little bit harder to displace. He is size 3, so he's not the easiest person to throw around. This is key for him. Like, he really needs this to go off. And actually, I think that this is the power here is that nobody plays Sabretooth, so nobody can remember he's got aggressive. So the best this will come up is if you're playing against someone who doesn't know he has it, and they'll be like, I'm just gonna try and push him away or do something, and then you can aggressive back in. And then stay in range 2 is so important for him to stay in range 2 because both of his attacks are range 2 and he's got no kind of action compression outside of that. So this is his action compression. It's when he gets attacked.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite important, and hopefully you catch some people off guard with it.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout for this. Constantly have this in your mind if you're playing this guy because it's important.
This is the most important thing on this card, I think. If you miss one of these triggers, you're going to be very sad.
Yeah.
If he ever has to move, basically, this character, he wants to just be attacking it with every action. If he ever has to move, something's gone wrong. That was Pat Dunford's best advice to me he ever gave me. I was playing Magneto, and he said, if you ever have to make a move action, you should stop and think why you had to make that move action, because you shouldn't be doing that. Mm-hmm. So I think this is one of those characters of maybe you could have played around having to move about with him.
Yeah. Okay. He's got an active superpower called No Mercy, which costs 3. During the next attack this character makes this turn, add 1 die to his attack roll for each damage the target character has to a maximum of 3. That's really good. Is it too pricey? I don't know.
This is the death superpower in Apocalypse.
Yes, that's very interesting, huh?
Yeah, so I think no, it's costed appropriately. The problem is in Apocalypse you can pay for it with tokens, and then if you kill them, you get your tokens back. Mm-hmm. So that's awkward. So in this economy, it's a little bit harder. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you really need his builder to go off, don't you, to get that power?
Yeah,
and you're right. Like in the new stamina world, he'll likely have more health, so he has more power to spend. But yeah, this is rough. But it's if you do this, this is your kind of like, they call it coup de grace. Is that the word? Where you like finish them off.
That's right. Yeah.
So you want to hit them first, hope they've been hurt by someone else or your first attack, and then you use No Mercy, and then you Savage Predator them. That's a lot of power. That's 7 power, but that's a lot of damage coming in, right?
Yeah.
You're rolling 10 dice, you're probably going to get the wild hit. Then you're rolling 5 dice, reroll all. That's like the sweet spot for Sabretooth. But again, that requires you to have 7 power and your opponent to have 3 wounds.
Yeah.
So a lot of setup needed.
Right. Can you check my language here? No Mercy. Could you? Can you do it twice in an activation?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe that's the play. Actually, not what I just said. Maybe it's you hit someone. No Mercy. You hit them with a builder, so you're more likely to get your power back because you're rolling 3 more dice. Then you can, if you gain 3 power from that, you can then spend to do it again. That's great, actually. Yeah. Right. That's 6, 7, 8. That's 2 8-dice builders.
Yeah, provided they have that much damage on them.
Yeah. Sure. Makes you think you want to pair this guy up with another attrition model on a flank.
Yeah.
So that, the first one goes in, hurts people, and then Sabretooth comes in and finishes them off.
That's right.
No mercy.
Yeah. Or you have a couple ranged attackers who do a couple plinks into the target, and then Sabretooth goes up there and finishes them
love
off.
the theme of that. I can see that in my head now.
Yeah.
Like Cable was like shooting someone from a back point, and Sabretooth just like running like, I'll finish him off. I'll get him. That's really cool. I like that a lot.
He's got a reactive superpower called Untamed Force, which costs 2. After an attack against this character is resolved, it can use the superpower. If the attacker is within 2, this character may make a claw slash attack targeting it. So it's a clapback with the claw slash, and can only be used once per turn. This has definitely caught me out more than once, actually, because I just forget it happens, and then it's not bad.
That's the Sabretooth trick, right? He gets so little playtime that you forget he can hit you back as well.
Yeah. So... And he gets to move, right? So both of these are after an attack, so you can do the order differently. So you could aggressive towards him, your attacker, if you're not within 2, for instance, then pay the 2 to do this clapback attack and, cause a lot of problems for you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you know what? Like, I don't know how you feel. Reading this card, he's not too bad.
No, I know.
The kit's kind of good.
I think maybe
it's very dice dependent, right?
Yeah. And maybe just other characters are a little bit above the curve than they ought to be, comparatively.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, true. I think that, I respect Sabretooth on the table for sure. Like a long move out of nowhere can be really good. But then all just those clapbacks and clearly with No Mercy, just out of nowhere, he can hit you really hard.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure, this might be one for the Discord, I'm pretty sure you can use No Mercy on your opponent's turn. I could be wrong there.
It says active superpower, though.
Is that active? Is that what that means?
Yeah, the symbol is, yeah.
Ah, look at you know more than me. Right, fair enough.
The language of the text, otherwise, yeah, would suggest that you could do it. But I feel like it's because it's an active superpower, you cannot do it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So ignore that. But still, like, Untamed Force is great. 2 power to just get a quick out of activation attack is brilliant. And we mentioned how bad his defenses are, right? Maybe this is his defensive tech. He's kind of putting your opponent off from attacking him.
Sure.
He's going to aggressive and hit you, So that's pretty cool.
Okay. And the last bit is he's got an innate superpower called Healing Factor, but it's Healing Factor 1. And this is what kind of throws me. It's like, he seems not as good as Wolverine with his 2 or 3.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I don't think this guy wouldn't be too crazy if he had Healing Factor 2,
No.
He'd be fine. But like with 7 health, 7 stamina, if that's where he's going, that's kind of our guess. Instant recovery starts to look interesting on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a bit more space to like play it, heal a bit, and then whatever. So yeah, it's fine. Healing Factor 1 is fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this guy because the sculpt is really cool, even though it's an older sculpt. It's a real fun sculpt, and
the new artwork, people enjoy his artwork. If you're a fan of voluptuous backsides, people say that Sabretooth now has the best one in the game.
I can see that now that
they're very happy with that. Yeah, injured side Sabretooth looks awesome though, right?
Yeah.
That is really cool. I feel like that's what his model would look like if he was released today.
Yes. Yes.
AMG have got a lot better at sculpting models these days.
Okay, he comes with 2 cards, believe it or not. The first one is the fun one, and I'm so glad you clued me into that birthday thing. I had no idea what this card was talking about. It's called Happy Birthday Runt, which now we know is his present to Wolverine every year, apparently. It's an unaffiliated card, so you can take it everywhere he goes, and it's an active one. So Victor Creed, so this could be either Sabretooth or it could be the Apex Predator version of him, may spend 3 power to play this card, choose an enemy character within 3 and line of sight, and with an activated token. Victor Creed immediately makes the attack shown above, targeting the chosen character. That attack is a physical attack called Ambush. It's range 3. It's 6 dice. Doesn't cost anything further. The defender doesn't get cover. Enemy characters can't use reactive superpowers or reactive team tactics cards, just kind of like Mystique. And so now we get this. If this attack targets James Logan Howlett, so any version...
And it's his birthday.
Yeah.
That's important too.
After the attack is resolved, the target character drops all objective tokens it is holding. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, look, so it's active, right? So you have to be activating Victor Creed, right? I mean, right, okay. Okay, we've already established at least this version has trouble spending or getting power, maybe. And so this is 3 power, that's a lot. But it's a range 3 attack. But how do you follow it up when all the rest of your attacks are range 2?
Yeah. Maybe this is for when you're not in range 2. You quickly use this to achieve something. Yeah. But then, if you're not in range, it's a range 3 attack. I think if you're not in range 2 and you're at the edge of 3, I don't think you can then pick up the objective you get Wolverine to drop. So that's a shame.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, the Wolverine line here is cute, right? I don't think it's going to come up very often because Wolverine is criminally underplayed in a game called Marvel Crisis Protocol. We don't see nearly enough Wolverine, so I don't think that part of the card is that interesting. The bit that caught my attention was the enemy characters cannot use reactive superpowers or team tactics cards.
Sure.
That's cool. That is very niche. I know this came up when we had Age of Ultron in the game still. And Ultron, you'd be about to KO and then he would just play a card and come back to life fully. People were playing this card to stop that from happening, which is very cool. It stops things like, fallback, obviously, and sacrifice, and Okoye, bodyguard stuff. Enemy characters, yeah. So it stops all the bodyguards, all that stuff is cool. It stops Xavier's Dream. So there's some very niche uses for it, but then at the end of the day, you're just doing a 6 dice attack.
Yeah.
Which could just whiff, right? So it's like, whatever.
So not sure about this card, especially with on its own, perhaps it's okay, but the competition it has is a little high.
Yeah, I think keep this card in mind in case anything reactive ever becomes super meta again. Like if we ever see anything like Age of Ultron or Exceptional Healing, or if Xavier's Dream is a problem in your meta, this card may have some use because it stops those things. But very niche.
Okay. His second one is called Weapon X Program. It's actually an unaffiliated card. It's active, but it's shared between Wolverine or Sabretooth. So not the newer versions of both those characters, the OG versions. Either one of them can spend 3 power to play this card. This character is thrown short. It does not suffer damage if it collides with another character or terrain feature.
Yeah.
Where's Pat now? It's fine.
It's fine. So this was a brilliant card when being size 3 mattered. But in today's rules, being size 3 is the same as throwing a bin at someone. So it does 3 damage no matter what. And your opponent can dodge it.
So you're looking at this 3 power as basically another attack, essentially. Which is
it's also movement, which is a big deal, right? That was a nice cork sound, but we've recently found out that our audio processing doesn't pick up how nice your cork sounds.
I know, and I worked my technique so long.
My reactions must be so overblown to your cork sounds because people aren't hearing what I'm hearing. They're like, "All right, Jamie, calm down. It wasn't that cool."
It's so sad when I heard that. I hope our producer can work out the dials, fix the dials a little bit.
Yeah, we'll fix that. This is a card that you spend 3 power, you get to move short. That's fine. You get thrown. I don't know. Like, Tigra's got this really cool rule, right? Which is like, she throws herself at you and she does an additional damage. Why is that not being rolled out to literally everywhere else? Like, what the hell was going on? Because this card needs that. Give this card that line, and I think it makes sense.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Let me quickly get up. There is Fast Ball Special, which is similar to this, which is where Colossus throws Wolverine at someone, right? He gets thrown medium, that's great. It costs 1 power, that's great. And the enemy character rolls 2 fewer dodge dice. Yeah. Like, that just makes sense. Right. Like, why can't you do that to Weapon X program? Like, it's the same thing. You're doing the same effect, you know?
Well, AMG,
Anti-Mutant Gang.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So no, I don't think this card's any good anymore because you're only doing 3 damage and they get all their dodge dice. So if you throw this at someone who's rolling 4 dodge dice, they're probably only going to take 1 or 2 damage.
Yeah.
And you've spent a tactics card on 3 power. Like, it's pathetic, Norbert. It's what it is.
So this is what it is. We're starting the X-Men starter box with your rant, and we're ending the X-Men box with some more ranting.
Well, our next character I left till last because I can say really good things about him. I want to end on a positive note. So yeah. Well, I'll finish the anti-mutant gang stuff here. Like, this is rubbish. No good. Sabretooth is niche. He's a tech piece. I think he's interesting. If he gets more stamina, then hell yeah. And he needs some dice fixing. And he's one of those characters where he's like Cyclops. Like, 1 in 4 games, he will single-handedly win you the game. Yeah, I think. He'll roll so much dice, he'll get all his wilds, he'll hit all his triggers, he'll kill a bunch of people, and it'll be great. The other 3 games, you'll be like, why is this guy a 4th threat? Why is he here? You know.
Well, I hope those same people who call me comfy might write in and also say that you're getting a little too salty for the show, for the positive show.
I'm definitely getting salty. I don't like that. And I don't like the next box we're going to review is all the New Mutants. And I'm sure I'll have bad things to say there as well. I don't like it. I want to go back to being nice and positive again.
Yeah. Well, all those people about their comfy comment, they can have to deal with your salt now. So
yeah. I'm the Salt Lord. We swapped.
Okay. All right. Let's get on to the last character, Toad.
Yes, Mortimer Toynbee.
Now, you've got to have some lore on this, Lore Master Jay. There's no way Mortimer Toynbee can go underneath your radar.
Yeah, well, I mean, so it's a bit awkward because I am a child of X-Men Evolution, the TV show, and anyone listening, we're friends, if you know what that is. But basically, it's like they kind of retold the X-Men story. Oh, I really want to watch it now. But basically, it's like they're all teenagers. Okay. I might link this to you, Norbert. You might like this. I think. But it's
what do you have it on DVD or something?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. Yeah.
Right on.
And they're all like in high school, and like Cyclops and Jean are like the what are they called in American schools when they're older in school?
Older than they should be. You mean for the class?
Like freshmen or
sophomores? Freshmen. It's freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior.
Cool. They're probably seniors. And then like the younger, like Rogue and like Shadowcat and all that. They're like the younger kids in school. Right. It's really cool. It makes it like a bit more like teen drama. It's the kind of X-Men that I like. So that's the X-Men I grew up on. And Toad is great in that. He's just like annoying little like snotty kid at the school. And he's like, he hangs out with Blob all the time and like they're best buddies. So yeah, that's the Toad that I know. But I mean, he's basically the same in every media. He's always like the comic relief, you know what I mean? Or like the expendable henchman. He was played by, it's a fun fact to you, you might not know this, in the first X-Men film, Toad was, the first X-Men film, Toad was played by the guy who played Darth Maul.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah, Ray Park. And at one point, he picks up a little stick and does a little Darth Maul twirl.
No kidding.
Now you know that. Go back and watch the film and you'll see him do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he Canadian, though, Mortimer Toynbee?
Oh, is that a Canadian name?
No, it sounds like a UK name, to be honest with you. It sounds like old money over here.
Yeah, he's from York, England.
Ah, see, I knew it.
There you go. Oh, now we need to get a WTC team. Oh, no, this should be on the England shirt this year for WTC. We should get Toad on it. He's one of us.
Yorkshire,
Yeah, he's a Northerner. I've heard him he's been Australian in places as well. And I think in X-Men Evolution, I'm pretty sure he was Cockney. Because that's what they do to our accents.
Right.
Whenever they need someone to seem like a criminal or like they're sleazy, they make them Cockney.
Right.
So exactly. Yeah, that's the rules. That's the rules.
When really they should be using a Yorkshire accent. Is that what you're saying, Jamie?
Whoa, hey, no, hey, I didn't say that.
You're saying that people from York are criminals and sleazy.
Listen. Don't come over here and make the North-South divide even wider, okay? We're all friends here.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Mortimer Toynbee. He's from York.
Okay. That is interesting news, actually. So I always learn something from you, Lore Master Jay. Thank you.
There you go. Really sometimes it comes off the dome. I didn't remember that. I knew that. But yeah, basically, he's a mutant, by the way. He's a mutant, and he's got frog-like physiology and like agility. He can jump around, do flips, and he's obviously got his giant tongue, and he can crawl on walls and stuff, and he can spit like goo out of his mouth, which is sometimes acid.
Yeah. So it's like stomach acid, I'm guessing. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah. Or like frog acid. Is that what frogs do? Can frogs spit acid? Toads?
I don't think so. I know they can, like, they have poisonous skin sometimes. Like, they have secretions on their skin.
Yeah.
I don't think they spit stuff, because they have their tongue, right? That snaps out and grabs things.
Frogs and toads don't spit acid, apparently.
No.
This guy does.
Okay. But it's stomach acid, just
probably, yeah. I mean, imagine like if you're a mutant, right, and you got some powers. Now, not all mutants get cool powers, okay? Let's say you become a mutant and you get like rubbish powers, like you got a long tongue and you know acid.
Okay.
Acid.
Uh-huh.
Would you want to adopt the name Toad?
And it is I think he's just trying to embrace it in a in a toxic way, like in a self-flagellating way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Because I feel like if I had his powers, I'd be like, call me Reflux, or call me Rennie, or something maybe you're right. And he's been a member of the Brotherhood since day one. He's like one of the most loyal Brotherhood members. Maybe that's it.
I'm going to spare our producer time cutting some jokes about the tongue, so we're going to just carry on.
Nice, cool,
okay.
Good, appreciate it.
You're welcome, producer H. Right, so let's look at his stats. Now, look, he's one of the rarities in the game. He's a 2-threat, and he was a menace prior to some nerfs that he got.
Yeah,
and spoilers. I'm gonna say he's fair now for his 2-threat. But yeah, let's see what the audience thinks after we go through the card. His stats are 3/3/3 for physical, energy, and mystic defense. He's got 4 hit points on both sides of his card. He's size 2, and he moves medium. For a 2-threat these days, I think that's perfectly normal.
I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah, so the most powerful thing on this card is the fact he's a 2-threat.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're new to the game, the strength there is that, if he's affiliated, it's amazing, right? So he's one of Brotherhood's strongest pieces just because he is a 2-threat and he's useful. And it means that when you have a 2-threat, you can splash, other non-affiliated characters easier. He is. I still think he's one of the best 2-threats in the game.
For sure. Yeah, I think people are slagging him off a bit. And sure, he doesn't do what he used to do, but he's still pretty good for the reasons we'll get into. It's all about the superpowers. I
still play him every single game.
Yeah. And he's certainly good in Apocalypse, Servants of Apocalypse.
Apocalypse is crazy good. Yeah, because he gets extra superpowers. Yeah, I play him. I've been joking for ages that in my heart he's an X-Men character, and the nerf just made him more of an X-Men character because he used to have 5 health. Now he has 4 health on his healthy side, and you can use Xavier's Dream on him round 1, and I'm perfectly happy to do that because if you hit him and he's holding an extract, I'm going to Xavier's Dream and you'll never see him again.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get onto it why in a minute, but his job is to hold an extract all game, and he does that. And he's very good at pay to flips because he can interact with them from 2. So yeah, Toad is incredible. In my mind, he's an X-Men character. He's the best X-Men 2-threat.
You just got to be more clever about how you position him, which makes it interesting. But
100%, yeah. And I learned a lot from Pat. Pat, is a big Toad lover as well. And Pat will just, especially on pay to flips, he won't sit him on a secure. He'll just hide him behind a building.
Yep.
It's not worth going after him. And then at the end of the round, he runs in, flips a point or two, and wins the game.
Yeah.
Like, he's incredible.
That's a great way of looking at it. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about these abilities. Let's talk about his attacks. He's got a physical attack called Tongue Lash. It's range 3. It's only 4 dice. Doesn't cost anything because it's his builder where he gets power equal to the damage dealt. It does happen to have a wild trigger for poison where after the attack resolve, the defender gets poison. Nothing to write home about, but this guy's not meant to be doing damage.
No, that's not his job.
Nope. The next attack is actually interesting. Certainly late game, I find this becomes more interesting. It's the energy attack called Spit Acid. It's only range 2. It is 5 dice though, but it costs you 2 power. However, after the attack is resolved, the defender gains the Incinerate special condition.
It's actually a great spender.
Yeah.
Just 2 threat away, like even if it's on a 3 threat, just 2 power to just auto incinerate and 5 energy. That's great.
Yeah, I agree. And it seems to come in late game mostly because Toad tends to have a bit more power by then because he's usually using his power early on for scenario effects, doing stuff with the scenario. And that's why I say it's always later. And that's also the worst time in the game to have it because most of your guys are already beat up as it is at that point.
Yeah.
And now he comes along and gives them Incinerate and, does 5 dice, possibly 4 more after that with Incinerate if this is his first attack. It's good.
For sure, yeah. And this is great, especially in like Brotherhood, for example. If you've got Magneto getting ready to hit someone, Toad can go and incinerate him first. It helps Magneto secure the daze or KO. That's great. This is a great attack.
Yeah, cool. All right, but he gets really exciting now with his superpowers. That's where he really gets switched on. Makes this guy fun. The first one is, I think, the rarest of the ones that you'll see, but does come in clutch occasionally. It's an active superpower called Finders Keepers, which is a great name to start with. It's 2 power. It costs an action, though, so be careful. Don't let this trip you up like it did to me not too long ago, actually. What happens is you can choose an allied character within 2 of Toad, and then you can move an asset or civilian token, so essentially an extract, from the chosen character to him, and he's now holding the token, and you can't hold more tokens than the crisis specified. So you're basically doing kind of like the criminal syndicate part of the Kingpin leadership. Is happening here.
Yeah, passing extracts around.
Yeah.
It's just, Toad is taking it and it costs him an action.
Yeah, the action part is the rough part, you know what I mean? Because he's not going to then, which is good for the game, he's not going to double move away, so he can still be in danger. Where have you used this to good effect?
I mean, I've played Toad, honestly, probably 1,000 times, and I think I've used this about 3 times.
Yeah.
It's very high skill, so I'm also not great at remembering to use it. But also, Toad's entire job is to have an extract all game. So I will, spoilers if you ever play against me, the first thing I'm doing is picking up an extract with Toad. No matter what, I'm doing that. If he doesn't get, Will Benson taught me that actually. He said if Toad ever ends a round without an extract, he's wasted 2 threat because he's not doing anything else. So he should always have one, so he's never taking any off of other people. This is like in weird scenarios where maybe he's been shot from long range and now he's far away from people, and then there's someone like, say he's with Sabretooth and Sabretooth has an extract, then you want Toad to have that so that Sabretooth can go chase down a different one.
That's
so
what
very
I did.
Niche.
In Defenders, I did exactly that. He got dazed, so didn't have an extract anymore. There was somebody important who was almost dead on the far side of the table. So he wakes up, moves over, takes the extract off of the guy that needed to do work elsewhere, and then hopped away behind some terrain. And it was ideal.
Such a good way to spend 2 threat, right?
Yeah.
So good, because you're opening up your other characters to go do their jobs more effectively.
Exactly that. But, keep it open, keep an open mind about it, but you just won't see that one very often. The other ones are happening all the time.
It's a cool trick. The fact that it's a cost an action is absolutely fair, but that's why it kind of doesn't always come up, because you want Toad to be double moving away from something that's dangerous.
That's right.
Preferably always like already holding an extract.
Okay, the next one you see a lot more is an active superpower called Hop. As I mentioned, it's 2 power, and you basically just place him within 2 of his current position. It only can be used once per turn.
Huge.
Yeah, because you could use it basically to help run away.
Across the board, cross flanks as well.
Yeah. Also to get to other pay to flips like you were mentioning earlier. It just gives him more range. I would say this is his like signature superpower next, which is a reactive one called Slippery. It's 2 power. After an attack targeting this character is resolved, so he has to survive that attack. If that attack also dealt damage, then he can use the superpower, so he pays 2, and then he advances medium.
Mm.
And I'll say right now, he also has an innate superpower called Wall Crawler, which means terrain doesn't matter to him, which makes this doubly useful.
Yeah. Slippery is his trademark thing, right?
Yeah. This is why you often still use him to try to pick up those extracts on the midline, because there's a good chance he'll survive the attack. And then he'll have 2 power typically to walk away, which is exactly what you want early game.
Yeah, exactly. The him having 4 health now makes it a lot fairer, right? Because he can die, right?
Sure.
But you have to one-shot him. You just have to. And if you don't, he slipperies away. And if he's holding an extract after, while slipperying, you're never going to see him again.
That's right.
He's so good. And the reason why I play him every game is because Xavier's Dream can basically almost guarantee that he can't die at round 1. So so good. The Toad is really annoying. And there's also a really annoying measurement, which is if you're a character that has range 3 attacks and you go completely base to base to Toad, he can still slippery out of range.
Oof, that's huge.
So it's really rough. Yeah. So you need charge characters to go after him, really.
Mm-hmm.
Or terrain throws are good. He can't slippery after taking damage from a terrain throw.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's a good one too. Yes. Yeah. So you're constantly, when you're dealing with this guy, you have to factor in, how am I going to chase him when I fail to daze him inevitably?
Yeah, exactly.
And I've had tech to do that. Special things like used to use Gwenpool for this reason, because she could teleport.
Oh yeah, nice.
If I happen to get close enough to begin with, a charge character then is helpful to go after him at the second time. Stuff like that. Or if you get that, you have a long range attack that doesn't have as many dice. At that point, then you can use it to try to take them down. You usually have only 1 hit point left at that point.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
We've got Echo now as well. Echo, who can charge in, hit him with her range 2 attack. Then he slipperies, and then she throws something at him from range 4.
That's right.
That'll do it.
Yep. So stuff like that. You have to really think about it when you go after Toad, because like you said, if you haven't thought about it, he's just going to walk away with your extract and you will never see it again.
Yeah, really bad.
Okay. Lastly, the fun part about him is he's got an innate superpower called Prehensile Tongue. This character may interact with objective tokens within 2 of it instead of the normal 1.
That's enormous.
Enormous. Exactly right.
It makes it so hard. And this guy is why I change board edge. I never change board edge in any MCP game unless I've got Toad. Because if you see an extract is sat range 2 behind, say, a size 3 terrain, it just means Toad is getting that and you're never going to even attack him. You don't even get a chance to attack him. So it's really generous. He's the only person in the game that can do it. Kamala can for very specific reasons, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's big, yeah.
It's really weird about this game, actually, that except for attacks, you don't need line of sight for these things to happen, which is weird.
It's a really long tongue.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a really long tongue.
But it's also good for the pay to flips, as we mentioned. You just can reach out and touch them. The thing you have to remember about him is, so some newer players get this wrong, is that he's not contesting if he's doing this from range 2.
Good point.
So don't get confused by that. If you're using range 2 to do a pay to flip or to pick up an extract, that's great. If it's not a pay to flip, the range 2, unless you interact with it because you want it to like Riot Spark has that healing ability, then you can do that at range 2. But you're not going to be contesting it any of those non pay to flips.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know what's interesting about this as well? When someone drops an extract, you place it within 2 of them, right? Mm-hmm. That's a great mechanic because they then have to, if they want to pick it back up again when they flip, they have to move to go get it and they're kind of stunted. Toad doesn't suffer from that. Mm-hmm. So if it's already bad enough, you need to chase him down. Once you chase him down, make sure you can reach the extract that he's dropped.
Yeah,
because if you don't, he'll flip, he'll pick it up and he'll have all his actions left to just leave, Mm-hmm. And you've also damaged him, so he's now moving twice and hopping.
Yep.
So yeah, really punishing. Toad definitely wins games.
Oh yeah, still a classy character, just a little harder to
classy guy. Use. Mortimer Toynbee, the classy guy from Yorkshire. Yeah.
So apparently he comes with a card, which I didn't realize before the show. Yeah.
Yes.
It's called Leapfrog. It's unaffiliated even, but it's reactive. After an allied Toad deals damage with an attack, an ally, the Blob and Toad, may each spend 1 power to play this card. The Blob may advance short and make a strike attack. Hey, team up card.
Team up card. And the artwork's great. It's Toad taking Cyclops' visor off, which is what he does in X-Men 1.
No kidding.
Yeah, he takes and then Cyclops blasts the roof off of, I think it's Grand Central Station.
Oh, God.
Or some station. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. I love this card. It's great. This is a really fun team-up card. The only problem is it requires Toad to deal damage.
Oh, yeah. He has to deal damage with an attack. Okay, yeah. Huh. So you like the idea of Blob advancing short and making a strike. I mean, the important thing is Blob doesn't have to be anywhere near the situation.
Oh, yeah. Or hit the same person.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it was called Leapfrog. I just assumed that to be next to each other.
Me too. Sure. I'm looking at it. It doesn't say that. No.
That's kind of cool. I mean, Blob's whole kit is that he likes standing on points and never moving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can use this to help Blob move on to a point, that he's been pushed off of, maybe that's kind of cool. But yeah, it requires Toad to deal damage, which ain't happening. It could have been like, what's that card? Difficult to please, where it's like if Quicksilver interacts with something, that could be fun. If Toad interacted, then Blob can move short and punch someone. Yeah. But yeah, it's weird and niche, like all team up cards. For some reason, we're terrified of putting good team up cards in the game.
That's true.
So it's very fun, and also it actually becomes like less of a joke under Apocalypse because these guys are both horsemen.
Yes. Right.
And you can have Blob like Famine, and that's kind of cool. And Toad, it can deal damage easier because he's usually death. Yeah. So suddenly Toad isn't just Toad isn't just damaging people; he's killing people.
Yeah.
So it gets kind of fun in Apocalypse. But yeah, it's a flavor card.
All right. Cool. All right. I think we just have one last Sleeve It or Heave It.
Yeah, we did it. Sleeve it or heave it.
Sleeve it or heave it. Take it or leave it. Sleeve it or heave it. Can't you believe it?
Okay, so I brought this. I couldn't end, talking about Brotherhood without talking about this card. Yeah. Are you familiar with the card Asteroid M, Norbert?
Yes, I am. I was living in the OG days of MCP, and this card was Brotherhood was good. Magneto was good back then, and this card was just such a kick in the nuts in the middle of the game. Oh, it was terrible.
So good. Yeah, so good. It's absolutely like the signature card of Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And you take it every single game.
Who's on this newer card back? There's Toad, Exodus, and who's the lady?
Who's that? I actually don't know who that is.
Got is it blonde hair?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Well, maybe it's not Lady Mastermind, is it?
Possibly. Yeah. Well, look, this is where we leave room for the Discord people. Come on, people, help us out.
On the new artwork of Asteroid M, who's that lady?
All right. So tell us, why is this so exciting?
This is just absolutely their trademark. So basically, Asteroid M. Brotherhood of Mutants affiliated card. It's an active card, so it has to be your turn to play it. 2 Brotherhood of Mutant characters may both spend 2 power each to play this card. Place one of the 2 characters not holding an objective token within one of the other character.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a rangeless teleport card. Yep. Any 2 Brotherhood characters, they have to be affiliated to Brotherhood, can pay 2, and then one of them teleports to the other one from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, and it's there. I mean, you can use it for all kinds of creative ways, but in the old days, it was meant to get Magneto to move around the table.
Yes, exactly, yeah. And there are really cute tricks you could do, like if Magneto was the leader, you still can do it, sorry. I said that past tense. You can still do this. Juggernaut can move twice, and then nothing stops a Juggernaut through some terrain to smash something. If it's size 2 terrain, then Juggernaut then has a power to pick up an extract, and then you give the other power to Magneto. That's cool. Or if you don't pick up an extract, right? Let me do my maths right. Yeah, if you don't pick up an extract, then they both have 2 power, and wherever Juggernaut has ended up, Magneto can teleport to with Asteroid M and almost certainly day someone round 1. That's kind of the classic, Ooga Booga way of playing it. But you can take it under Mystique as well, and there's loads of big brain plays, under Mystique, because she's the more kind of crisis-focused leader, and she's playing on spread-out scenarios, and there's lots of cool stuff you can do. So, it's suddenly, with Asteroid M under Magneto, you can always be like, oh, that card is going to be for Magneto. I know where that's coming. With Mystique, you're like, I don't know who's going to use this. Because it could be anyone. Toad could use it, and Toad just teleports somewhere so that he can quickly go, oh, flip, thank you. It's very
just
unpredictable.
A generally good mechanic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so, yeah. It's like an extended leadership, right?
Yeah.
It's also a mirror of a card called Mothership. Does the Black Order have an identical card to this?
Yeah.
I just think it's cool. For affiliations that both have iconic leader characters, give them the card like this, I think it's great.
Yeah.
And I don't care that it's repeated across affiliations as well. Do you?
No, because it's thematic as well. I mean, they both have stories that go attached to this.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, you're making a good point. I mean, it doesn't have to be the leader. We're talking about Magneto or Mystique. It could be any of the two characters.
It's a board-wide reposition.
I mean, what's his name's got this too, right? Apocalypse has that superpower that can recall people to him.
Kinda, yeah. It's not quite this, but yeah. From
but I mean,
5
people love that card because on Affinity Formula, it's a real problem because you clean up one of the two lanes. And then you recall those people onto the lane that's still contested, and you then suddenly have all these characters in your face. It's no good.
Yeah, it's really cool. It lets you commit to a flank and just kind of collapse one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, this card is an absolute staple. There's 100 uses for it. You'll keep finding, after 100 games, you'll keep finding new cool ways of using it, especially under Mystique. So I think if you're playing Brotherhood, take this card every single game. It's the Avengers Assemble of Brotherhood.
That's it. That's the right way of putting it. Cool. All right, we did it. So thank you, everybody, for all the comments. By the way, this is in the past, but you've made a lot of comments on some of our recent episodes that have been really helpful and fun to interact with you on our Discord. So thank you so much. Patreons are blowing things up. We've got a league going on at the moment, and it's been really popular. I love you. I love to see the...
I love you too.
Oh, well, thank you. But I love to see how many people really dig your tournaments, and they're like actually messaging you, hey, when's the next one? Let's get started. Let's go.
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. I love it. Yeah. And I mean, if you listen to this now, we've probably got one going on with the new Crisis rotation as well.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun. It's good to get some practice in, and people have been telling me about their grudge matches they've been having on there. There's some sweaty games. I thought oh yeah, cool, like a fun little across the Bifrost tournament. And I'm sure those fun games are happening, but I'm hearing about the really sweaty ones, top of the table, really people are going really hard. Yeah, it's great.
They're using all of our tips and tricks on the table that they learned from us. I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, we have all kinds of giveaways going on. We're giving away this X-Men box, hopefully. But you're doing great where you pull together some really older but desirable swag that you've had squirreled away, and you're just giving it away to Patreons.
Yeah, not just old stuff. I got new stuff too. I got a Frankenstein card here.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
I got some of the new fancy green dice are lying around as well. They all find their way somehow into my apartment. Let's not worry about how they get there. But the thing that we should worry about is that they're going out to Patreons. So we do a giveaway, very regular giveaways now. Become a patron. It's only a few pounds a month, and hopefully you'll win something.
Yeah, cool. All right, we're good.
We're good, man. We're good. That's it. We did it. We did both the starter sets. No more starter sets on the horizon. Unless AMG announce some more, then we have to do that.
We know of nothing, right? Nothing is...
Right now, we know of nothing. But hey, Christmas is around the corner. Who knows?
Yeah, around the corner. Listen to you. Oh my God, don't even say that.
My birthday's over now, so it's time to count down Christmas.
Until next time, cheers and happy gaming.